Play action. It's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And way up past the...
Hold on for a second, bro. Let me do my broadcast. Hold up.
Before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. The Packers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throw left side complete. That's right. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Cobb. Touchdown! Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Brees Hall. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
I'm paying the 52. I can go for it, right?
Good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Damn, Rodgers.
And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, right back to Hall.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Now Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. McCann's got it teed up. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there, and the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll run with Hall.
No jump, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Randall Cobb back for a 12th NFL season, all but 2 with these Green Bay Packers. You certainly have to admire his longevity, as he's one of just 3 receivers still around from the 2011 draft. He may not be the top receiver on your team, but he still contributed 375 yards last season and a first down here.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that will be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
The 20. Flop, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Right's got it. Shoves him aside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Running left, it's Hall.
Down to the 42, second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ball again on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
On third down, here's Hall.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go. General, fast. Race no trap. Race no trap.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
Oh, nice move. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 8 yards out.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game.
McCann's got it teed up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Oh, Wilson going to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bawden from 8 yards out. And the Jets have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will write a finish to this ball game.